God, I love the hero party. Dude, our fucking squad is so lit. That's a big dog thing, beast guy. No! What a good brother. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyle, and I watch anime and all that cool stuff. I just watched episode 11, Winter in the Northern Lands. Very wholesome, cool episode. Got to see the aftermath of defeating Aura the Guillotine. We got to see Frieren paying respects to the fallen, the general of the town getting to lay his son to rest. And then we ran into another elf, which was super cool. Kraft, the monk. But he went a separate way after we spent the winter with him. So an interesting turn of events. It's like we got introduced to a new character and we were like, hey, and he's cool, he's silly, he's a monk, so a ton of interesting things. And then he's like, all right, I'm headed the other way. So I feel like we're gonna run into him again in this episode. He's also in the intro of the show, so I feel like he's gonna play a bigger part than just being in one episode. He also said to Frieren, hey, I'll see you in 100 or 200 years or so. So it's going to be sooner than that. I have a hunch. Stark almost froze to death because he's a little whiny baby. I love him though. So, but we made it through. Spent 6 months in a fucking cabin. Really cool music last episode. Just a chill episode. We had a bunch of fighting episodes and now we had a chill episode. But here we go. Episode 12, A Real Hero. And Stark is the person in the thumbnail, so I'm very interested to see what is about to happen. Whenever I'm about to play an episode on Crunchyroll, which is what I watch on, it just has the thumbnail, they're never interesting, and then the title, and that's it. I don't see the little blurb or anything like that, so I go in completely blind. If I had to guess, I would say we're gonna run into Croft and Stark is maybe gonna do something cool, and we're going to pretty much just be awesome heroes on this journey in this episode. Maybe it's going to pick up a little bit because we had a little chillaxed episode last time. But okay, I'm ready to get into it. Let's do it. Episode 12, A Real Hero. I just realized, and I'm terrible at this, I skipped the ending last time, and then I didn't hear the voices at the end, so I'm not going to do that this time. Okay, Kyle? Don't skip shit. Also realized how short Frieren is last episode. Like, she is so short compared to Stark and Fern. And Kraft was so tall. There's Kraft. Wait, who is that? Okay. Maybe Kraft doesn't come up till later. I thought he was in multiple spots in the intro. He's only in one tiny little spot. I don't know who that guy is with the sword, though. Here we go. Episode 12. Oh, no, I got captions on. 29 years? Okay, so it's 29 years now. Here we go. Sleepy.
Mistress Frieren is looking tired.
Oh boy. That's not normal.
And now she's out cold.
We can't stop. I can carry her.
But
There you
Mr.
go.
Stark, your axe.
Oh, yeah. My hands are free. I'll just hold her.
She's probably really light.
No, I think I'd better do it.
Why's that?
No reason.
No reason? Definitely a reason. Flashback. Let's go.
The audacity. A measly 10 copper coins is all the king could part with.
What a cheapskate.
I'm not surprised. Many heroes have tried and failed to defeat the Demon King over the years. You
They don't-
can't fund every adventurer.
They don't think
It's
you're
no
going to do it.
problem. We'll earn money to cover our expenses along the way. There's nothing wrong with that approach. It's part of the adventure.
I suppose so.
Hold on. Your weapon. That's the hero's sword.
No, it's a replica.
The
I
hero
once
sword?
rescued a merchant who was attacked in my hometown. This sword was my reward. The man said I'd be a hero one day. Probably told every kid that.
That's what made you choose this path in life?
Not quite. See, there was this annoying brat named Heiter at the village orphanage. He kept telling me I'd only ever be a fake hero because I wielded a fake sword. He was such a pain. I figured if I proved him wrong, I'd have the last laugh. So here I am. One of these days, I'll hold the real hero's sword in my hand and use it to defeat the Demon King. But that'll never happen if we don't keep moving. If you're wondering about the brat, he grew up to become a fake priest who stays lost in his cups.
I'm a real priest.
Eisen's just laughing. Is she dreaming?
Just a dream.
You're alive. I was afraid you'd never wake up.
I feel as though I've been here before. Perhaps I'm still dreaming.
If you were, it'd be warmer.
I underestimated the mountain weather. We need to keep going north. The village we're heading to isn't far.
God, I
Very
love the
well.
hero party.
Now that you're awake, do you think you're able to walk?
No.
Are you sure?
Crybaby.
You smell nice.
Great.
You must be tired from carrying her this whole time. You rest now. I'll take over.
I don't get it. What's the problem? Oh my god. Really?
What did I do?
Is Fern just protective, I
For
guess?
a moment, I thought we'd freeze to death, but the blizzard is settling down.
Wow. So there really is a village this deep into the mountains.
Yeah, look at this. It's like
We've been
Winterfell.
waiting for your return, Miss Frieren.
Oh god.
You're chief of this village now? You're a child.
That's right. I come from a long line of chiefs. I'm the 49th. Welcome to the Village of the Sword.
Village of
We
the
spotted a
Sword.
smashed up house on our way in.
You must mean that old hunting cabin that got destroyed. The Lord of the Mountains is to blame.
The who? I don't remember there being a lord.
I can't believe I'm actually here.
You know of this place, Mr. Stark?
This village used to protect the hero's sword. According to stories, the weapon was hidden in a sanctuary somewhere close by, stuck inside a mighty stone. Throughout
Did
history,
Himmel-
many heroes tried to pull the sword from its rocky sheath, but none were successful.
Himmel
Until
wasn't?
80 years ago, that is.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let me think. How did they explain it in the legend?
There is but one person who can claim this sword. The hero who will drive off the great calamity that aims to destroy this world.
Yeah, that's it.
You're talking about Himmel, aren't you? He was able to take the sword?
Exactly. The story's pretty famous. Are you positive you've never heard it before?
I want to see it happen.
Master Heiter never mentioned it.
No! Crunchyroll, don't do this to me. I bet you they, like,
Here we are.
didn't actually take the hero sword or something
I
funny.
must admit, I'm thoroughly disappointed in you. You were supposed to return here after half a century had passed. I'm a mild-mannered person, but even I'm pissed off you're late.
Huh?
How'd that sound? My grandmother said I should tell you that when you showed up.
Oh.
I
I was
told
gonna
her
say.
everything would be fine if I waited a little longer instead. The villagers here have protected the hero's sword for generations. They can easily defend themselves from danger.
We can hold our own if needs be, but you still have a duty you promised to fulfill.
What?
What is she talking about?
Monster extermination. The area around the village attracts quite a few of them.
The Lord of the Mountains has been in especially unruly pain as of late.
Who is this lord?
I'll get started first thing tomorrow morning.
Killing
Better
some
deal with this
monsters.
sooner rather than later.
Killing some monsters. Let's go! Dude, our fucking squad is so lit.
Why are there so many monsters roaming near the village?
Surely you could have hired some traveling adventurers to take them out before they became a problem for you.
I wish I could, but that's not an option.
Of course, because Himmel is the hero.
Whoa, there's even more of them swarming down there. Looks like they want inside the cave.
Where the sword is? No way. Is Stark gonna be able to pull it out?
Hey, Frieren! Why is the...
That's a big dog thing, beast guy. Is that the Lord of the Mountain?
Lord.
Hi, Lord. We're sorry.
No wonder I didn't recognize your name. You only showed up in the last 80 years. Not nearly long enough to be a lord.
Nope.
You're up, Stark. I know you're not dead yet.
You're so mean! Ask nicely!
Fucking love it, dude.
Excellent work. I have fulfilled my duty to this place.
Oh, come on.
Frieren, I don't understand. That's the hero's sword in there.
It's what draws so many monsters to the mouth of this cave. A powerful barrier prevents them from gaining
Himmel
entry.
couldn't take it?
But they can't shake off the impulse to destroy the weapon. They must be truly terrified of it.
You know that isn't what I meant.
Yes, I do. Himmel tried, but he couldn't pull the sword from the stone.
Thought so.
Another failure. We'll keep waiting for the real hero.
Ah,
Are you okay?
no.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a fake hero. I'll still defeat the Demon King and bring peace to the world. And when I'm done, nobody's going to be concerned about me being a fake or not.
Nice job. Said,
In the
fuck
end,
it.
Himmel lived up to his promise. Even without the fabled sword, he managed to save the world. He was a real hero.
Why was the truth covered up in favor of this story then?
Probably because people wanted Himmel to be some mythic warrior. It wouldn't do for him to fail inside the cave. There's no place for embarrassing stories in a hero's tale.
Maybe it's just stuck.
When a new generation comes of age, they romanticize the heroes of the past. The
Yes,
truth
they
of
do.
who a person was falls away, and they become an idea.
Stark's gonna be able to take it. Come on, dude. I want him to be able to take it so badly. Who's that?
I always believed you would bring safety back to our village, Miss Frieren. I'm grateful as hell. My grandmother said to tell you that, too.
Grateful
Sounds
as
like your
hell.
grandmother had quite the mouth on her.
Guess I'll see you in another 50 years.
50.
See you then. And don't be late next time.
She'll be alive. As long as she's not late. No. Stark didn't get to go get it.
Once we drop our belongings off at the inn, you're free to do what you want.
It's been a while since we were in a real town. This'll be nice.
What'll you do with your
Puppy.
afternoon? I'm sure there are plenty of shops we could explore.
Not interested, thanks. I'd rather stay inside and read some grimoires.
I see. I'll go on my own then.
Oh, I forgot to.
That's right. Today is Stark's 18th birthday.
Let's go.
Don't
Happy
you
birthday,
think that's
Stark.
something you could have mentioned to me a bit earlier? I don't have anything to give him as a birthday present.
Just buy something for him while you're in town.
But I don't know what kind of gift he would even want.
A Sunday.
I wonder who's to blame for that.
You are, Mistress Frieren.
Why?
Based on the way you're acting, I assume you have a present for him?
He's going to love this.
He's such a collector now.
A potion that dissolves clothing. According to my master, this is the type of gift men enjoy receiving. Stark will be overjoyed.
Oh, boy.
What? Curious to know how it works?
I remember when you purchased this because I told you to return the vulgar concoction immediately. I can't believe how crass you are.
What a waste. This was expensive. What am I gonna give him now?
Is that the ring? Flashback?
Oh. I forgot about this.
I'll try to figure out what he'd be interested in myself. With any luck, he won't notice. Mr. Stark?
He is very aloof. He might not know.
He must have gone out already.
He went back for the sword.
A warrior with an axe on his back? Yes, that young man helped me push my cart up here. I think he said he was headed towards the plaza next.
He
We were
is the
hanging out with
hero.
him, but he left a little while ago.
He's the
It was
hero.
so brave the way he raced up that tree and helped us climb back down.
That boy stopped my rampaging cow.
He's the hero.
He's helped so many people in town. How could Mistress Frieren be so vile? There's no way he would appreciate that disgusting potion, right?
Same haircut, too, as Himmel. Similar. Get him a sundae. He would love it.
There you are.
That cloud looks like a lady with huge boobs.
So he is a pervert.
Oh, dang. That one's a big pile of poop.
No, he's just incredibly immature.
He's
I'll have to tell
18.
Frieren about these later.
How does he expect me to respond? Mr. Stark.
Hey, Fern. You've got perfect timing. Take a look at those. On second thought, never mind. Anyway,
Would you like to go for a walk?
sure.
The day's almost over. You don't have much time.
So, seems like you're kind of upset. What did I do wrong?
How to broach the subject.
Please tell me what to apologize for.
No matter how sly I am, he'll know something's up. I should just be forward. Mr. Stark, is there anything you'd like me to purchase for you?
Wait, what?
It's your
Today's
birthday.
your birthday, is it not?
Yeah, I guess it is. But what's that got to do with you buying me stuff?
Don't play dumb. I want to get you a present.
What? Why would you
Oh.
do that?
You're
Just
friends.
Forget about it. You're insufferable.
Wait,
She
come back.
has
I
no
wasn't
social
joking with
skills.
you, I swear. It's just no one's given me a birthday present before, so it sounded weird. That's right, not a single gift from my master or my family back when they were still alive. I didn't know that was something that people did.
Not even one from your parents? So it wasn't a custom where you come from.
No. They probably just didn't care enough to bother getting me one.
Screw them, Stark.
My village valued warriors, which meant that they looked down upon the weak.
You put on a pathetic display.
Oh, shit.
Can't you be more like Stoltz? Not only is he unharmed, he doesn't have a speck of dirt or a drop of blood on him. That clean white cape is undeniable proof that he's the strongest warrior among you fools. You are the pride of our village, Stoltz.
I do my best, Father.
Then, of course, there's your brother, our family's great shame. Despite
What?
the intense training he does every day, He's too much of a weakling to stand against a monster.
Really?
A storm approaches. Let's go home.
I'll stay and spar with my brother.
Fine, but he's a waste of your time. Do try not to injure him too badly.
He's
Stark.
tiny.
Sorry.
You have impressive focus. One day you'll be stronger. Here, let me show you how to fix your stance.
What a good
actually,
brother.
my brother was different from the rest of them. But
Who?
when demons attacked my village, I abandoned him.
That's right.
Fled while he stayed and fought. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised my family never celebrated my birthday. I was the failure. A coward. I'm sure Himmel wouldn't have run away that night.
Mr. Stark, let's go pick out something nice for you. The past is irrelevant now, and the Stark I know is a true warrior.
He is.
He's never run away from a fight.
But I can't guarantee that I won't one day.
There's no way we'd let you.
That's easy to say.
If you won't pick what you want, I'll choose something.
People care about you, buddy.
Fine, fine.
Man. I
This
wonder
one
if
is
his
my
brother's
favorite.
Too
alive.
expensive. Try again.
Right.
What was that about?
Welcome back. You took your time.
What's going on? Why did you make us such ridiculously large Hamburg steaks?
How are they ridiculous? This is what you eat on your birthday. Like I said, my master wasn't one to give presents, but he always cooked me a big Hamburg steak on my birthday.
Oh, that's nice
You
of
know
Eisen.
about this?
Hey, Stark. Didn't Eisen explain this to you?
Explain what?
Warriors are so bad when it comes to sharing.
I'd say that's fairly rich coming from you.
You do have a point, but I relate because I'm the same way. We're foolish. People don't know how you truly feel unless you tell them directly.
Sometimes.
You see? Come to think of it, you always make comically large Hamburg steaks whenever it's one of our birthdays, so there must be a meaning behind it.
It's a long-held custom in my part of the world. These oversized servings are a way to honor warriors who put in hard work. You can think of this as a birthday present from me.
Only one problem. You're the only warrior here, Eisen.
Every person who works hard is a warrior.
Nice.
Is that true?
Who can say?
Who
These
can
are for
say?
warriors who are putting in hard work.
What are
Like
you
you.
making, brother?
Hamburg steak. It's your birthday, right? This can be our little secret. Go. Run, Stark.
He told him it was
You
okay.
have to survive.
Baby Stark. What a good brother.
Eisen wrote down the recipe for me a while back. How does it taste?
Like home?
It's good.
Also, I was able to salvage a little of this.
I won't hesitate to pour that on your head again.
What is that?
Nothing. Forget she
Nothing.
mentioned anything.
It's
Don't.
a valuable potion.
Ooh, what's it do?
Pervert.
What? How so?
Disgusting.
Seriously, what did I say?
The show just does something to you. Simple concepts and story, really. It's all of the stuff that it does so well, though. Tugs at your heartstrings, has incredible music, great characters, and it's so beautiful to look at, too. So it's just like, how can you not get emotional? I really, really like Stark. And it's really cool to learn about his brother. And of course, everybody has to come from a tragic backstory.
Himmel!
My nose is starting to
Always
bleed.
the best
So
medicine.
It's too
what?
late for me.
Frieren,
I put off making that
also
decision
likes
for
older
far too
women.
long. I suppose it's an aversion to my own kind.
An aversion to my own kind. Okay. What just happened? All right. So we kind of got another chill episode. We did have some fighting. Definitely a different tone than, 6 through 10, which is welcome. I love episodes where we're just kind of adventuring and figuring stuff out and finding things. I am so curious about the hero's sword. I kind of figured that Himmel maybe couldn't have pulled it. Like at first I was like, oh, of course he pulled it. But then I was like, maybe they used a spell to wiggle it loose and then he got it. And Frieren never told them. But turns out that he actually never pulled it out. He couldn't. And the chief of that village, which has since passed, and told her daughter or granddaughter about it, had to scold Frieren for taking so long to get back. And her grandmother saw him will not be able to take it. But despite being a fake hero, he proved himself to be a hero enough to take out the Demon King. Which, I mean, how poetic. How fucking awesome. Everything I learn about him, I like. Even his, fake vanity and, wanting statues and stuff like that. Everything about Himmel, I have liked. There was a flashback about Himmel's backstory, which was cool. Him and Heiter knew each other when they were young. Heiter was an orphan, which I kind of forgot about for a second. But it makes sense because he took in Fern, who was an orphan. Just so much of this show just beautifully intertwines and connects. And now we have some backstory about our boy Stark. I saw someone comment, I think it was the first episode where we met Stark, and they were like, that's my boy, or something along those lines. And I was like, I guess we're going to have to like this guy, huh? And I must admit, I really like him. I do. He's funny, he's quirky, but they were doing some foreshadowing there. I love the cut, really split-second frames that they show. They showed the sword twice in those split-second frames. They showed one where it was his brother, who apparently is a renowned warrior. I wonder if he survived. I'm assuming he did survive because I think he's in the intro. Could be wrong about that, but I think he's in the intro. The sword flashed later when Fern was walking around the town. Everybody has a great experience with Stark. He's such a good kid. He's also no longer a kid, I guess, right? He's a man now, so to speak. He's 18. I mean, if he lived in the United States, he'd be able to enlist himself in the military. He's growing up. Even in this town that he was in for a day, he's making an impact. He's hanging out with the kids. He's helping a lady move her cart. He's doing all these different things. And it's that's a hero. Somebody making an impact, whether how small it is. And even if there's a bunch of small, little, tiny impacts you can make a huge mark when you're done. I would love for him to get the sword. I would love it. I doubt it's going to be Fern or Frieren. Why would they try? Who knows? If whoever gets it, I'll be stoked. I'll be like, whoever gets the sword. And if nobody gets the sword, that's okay too, because Himmel didn't need it. Also, a cool thing is how Frieren clearly, because this is how the story's gone, is she is relishing her time with people more. What was she thinking back to? Oh, with Eisen and the steak. So she had the recipe for the steak and made that. That was so sweet. Like, I don't think she knows how sweet that was to do that for him. And she would have never have known that Stark's brother also made him the steak on his birthday. And he was like, hey, this will be our little secret. Don't worry about it. Because Stark wasn't loved enough as a kid, which is like the ultimate like betrayal of a parent, you know, to not love your kid just unconditionally and just give them all the support in the world and to say that they're a failure. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, oh my God, terrible parents out there. Remembering his birthday, she remembers Fern's birthday. She is clearly learning the lesson of, you know, seeing her best friends in the past die right before her eyes, and now having another chance with Fern and Stark to have a great time. I'm interested to even see that progress even further. Maybe we're going to see at the end of the series where Stark and Fern are old and she's talking to them about the past and things like that and the journey that they went on. But we're not there yet. We're on episode 12. Okay, let's pump the brakes. Man, what a breath of fresh air these past 2 episodes are. And I know I've said it before, but I'm watching Invincible as well. And the difference between an Invincible episode and some Frieren episodes is like night and day. Blood and guts and cursing and murder and all those things. And then magic and orchestra music and traversing the lands. Demon killing. Okay, we do kill demons on this side, but it's like 2 completely different worlds, and it's just so fun to like dive into each every other day, pretty much watching episodes. I want to run into Stark's brother, and before this episode started, I'm like, oh, maybe we'll run into Kraft again, the monk, and nope, no Kraft. So we're probably gonna run into him at some point, I hope. I thought he was in the intro longer than he was, but when I watched the intro for episode 12, he's like in it for half a second. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we won't see him for a while, if at all. I don't fucking know. I want to see my monk dude. And also, who knows if we'll ever see the Himmel, or I was going to say the Himmel sword, the hero sword ever pulled out. We're probably going to move on from this town and continue our journey. So maybe that ship has sailed. Maybe we don't need someone to take this sword out of the stone, you know? So I forgot in episode 11, but I remembered episode 12 to listen to the talking at the end, which is so beautiful, by the way. I love that touch of the show. And at the very end of it was Frieren saying maybe she has an aversion to her own kind. Is that what she said? I'm going to go back and listen to it one more time. Just the very, very, very end. Hold on. So I'm assuming that's going to be about the elves and maybe like why they're not romantically inclined or something along those lines. I'm sure we're going to find out. It was cool, though, that we finally ran into another elf, and they themselves have thought that their race is becoming extinct. So maybe we're going to find more elves. That would be really cool. And maybe we'll find a family of elves. How crazy would that be? It'd be like, oh my God, they have baby elves, and the species is actually growing rather than what everybody thinks. Just because they haven't run into each other, maybe they're growing. Maybe they're flourishing. Who knows? All right, guys. But I think I'm going to wrap this up here. As always, if you get to this far in the episode, you are a hardcore fan of the channel. So thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.